Hey, I am testing my new camera, trying to figure this live streaming thing out. I got this camera. I bought it off of Overstock with my rewards for doing reviews. So every time I do a review on something that I buy, I get reward points. It's a reward point. So I got this little camera free with my reward points, and what I'm trying to do is figure out how to use it to do the live streaming from my MacBook as far as what's on the screen. So I'm outside in my yard, giving y'all a view of my, I wouldn't call it a woods, because it was a very before we moved here, I was told by the guy that made the septic tank for the original owner that all of that back there was yard. But after Hurricane Hugo, everything got down like that, and that fence over there is trees on it and all. I'm gonna do something with that one day. We got that side taken care of, the property line and everything. Whatever we're gonna do this side, we're gonna do something with that fence, and all of this back here. I'm gonna have it all cleaned out. I like the trees that's back there, so I want the trees to stay, but all of these vines and limbs and trees small trees that's falling, whatever. I'm gonna get all that cleaned out, and it's gonna be like a nice little garden, natural nature type area. And I'm gonna have it where that when we first moved here, we could have drive our car all around and go around to the front. We can't do that now because this we look over here, this tree over here, this beautiful pink magnolia, whatever tree, it fell, as you can see. I don't know if you can see, the tree fell. And the flowers, the flowers grew up. The tree continued to grow up from the stump. So, so I'm going to get all of that cut and move all them dead trees, cut and move. It's going to be a nice little area back there. You can walk back there. Kind of a like Swan Lake type thing. That's what I'm planning to be doing within the next 7 years. That's my plan, to have the property still be natural, scenic, but to be more walk friendly. Because you walk back there, you stumble over all kind of branches and tree limbs and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's why I'm doing this testing video to test out my new camera, my new uh PC camera, and I'm waiting on my microphone. I got but it's a cute little microphone. It's kind of small, and it's just on the thing, kind of small like this little camera. But well, I'm gonna get that, and that's gonna be my microphone. I'm gonna get the microphone. We don't have just about everything I want. I like everything small, little compact space. So I'm gonna have the little microphone. I'll be able to sit outside and sit the little microphone on my little computer table for the bed, which is what I got this. I bought the computer table from Overstock, and then I got the reward points, and I got this MacBook from Overstock. and I use the um, reward points to get other stuff free. So all I got to do is do a review, um, do a review on the product, take a picture. Which I start taking pictures. I notice I get more money if I take a picture and send a written review. So that's how I'm getting that done. Well, what I really wanted to do was create a video talking about the ADOS in this election. Um, I paid to watch it on to watch the ADOS conference online because physically I can't just be around a whole lot of people without getting dizzy. Being an empath, the energy is just so much that it wipes me out physically. So I really enjoyed the fact that they put it online. So those of us that couldn't come, you know, and some they ran out of tickets, so some couldn't come because they ran out of tickets. But we get to enjoy it online, and I thought it was a great convention. It was I say convention because I'm used to the word conventions in a setting like that, but it was a conference, and I enjoyed the conference. It was a very family oriented reunion type feel to it. Even online. You get that family type feel to it. Just sitting there on my laptop, watching it, it's like I was there. The energy that was in that room, I also felt it as if I was actually in the room. It was enjoyable. And a couple of things that Yvette and Tone talked about. They mentioned the part about voting down ballot. I didn't really understand what a voting down ballot is because I haven't voted since 1978. I was 18, still in high school. I went and I voted Reagan and Carter. I voted Carter. But I saw then that this election thing was just a rigged thing. So that threw me off with that altogether. So I hadn't voted since. I hadn't even followed it. I only started following it when Obama ran. I didn't follow Obama. You know, I only watched the primary because I just didn't care about news. But I watched Obama. That's when I started waking up to elections and government and politics again. And I really wasn't into it back then. I was into it because when Carter ran, I was in high school, and as high school students, we voted in school. Our votes didn't matter, but they wanted to see how we voted, and I voted for Carter then, and Carter won. And then, as I was actually in 12th grade high school, Carter re-ran, and Michelle, I just didn't like it because I just could have saw the that it's just something not right. So I wasn't about it. But when Obama won the primary, then I started noticing because now they coming to the big screen to, I'm seeing it there. And I just watched. I just watched and watched and watched. I didn't vote, even though I was for Obama. I didn't vote. But if I was about voting, I would have voted for Obama. And then Obama won. Obama won twice. Hillary thing came. I would have voted for Hillary. I thought Hillary was the next person to be voted for. So I was for Hillary, but all of this flooded information was coming about her. I wasn't paying too much attention to that flooded information, but I don't never, just cast anything away. It was there. So Hillary won. And late that night, I wanted to know where the polls was, and I stayed up and I saw everything come flooding in, and Trump won. Okay, I felt some kind of way about that because I felt like, okay, all over again, 78. This thing here is a this, is a that. But there's one thing that was different about it. Trump was different. It didn't matter who won. They put whoever they want, but Trump was different. And all this stuff about Trump, basically we as adults, black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call us, we lived that all our life. So having a president up there is no big deal because he's not going to do no more than what is already happening to ADOS now. So, with all of that done now, Trump won 2016. 2000 is when I started, becoming getting aware with the elections again. 2017, I just completely woke up, and I'm like, I'm aware of things, stuff that I've always been aware of. Now I'm aware of a lot, most stuff I didn't even know. So now I'm watching this Trump thing, Now 2019, I'm I'm seeing now where I'm not gonna vote, I'm not gonna this and that, all this and that. But I found out that now it's time for me to vote again. It's time for Black Americans to stop being labeled as lazy. You don't want to vote, but always complaining about things. I never complain about anything. I will call out. I will call out things. And they say, well, if you didn't vote, you don't got nothing to say. Like, first of all, since I'm a baby, as far back as I can remember, is one. Nobody tells me what I can do. I just stand there and look at you. Okay, I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm looking at you. Okay, you say I can't do this. I'm not gonna do this. Read your back turn. Barbara gonna do what Barbara gonna do. And if Barbara can't do it, Barbara gonna stand there and she gonna look at you. And when she gets older, you gonna do what you wanna do. So that's just where I'm at with that. You can't tell me I cannot give an opinion or suggestion just because I ain't vote. Because everything that happens affects me too. I'm not gonna complain about it because I don't complain about things, but I will give my opinion because my voting or not voting is based on my perspective on things. But now my perspective has changed. Now because of ADOS and because I'm on my spiritual journey since 2017 August, whatever date that eclipse of the sun came, that's what fully woke me up. I started seeing all of these numbers, twos, 222, 22, everywhere I go, just twos everywhere. So I started Googling, what does two mean? What does two mean? It's new beginnings, new opportunities, a new start, the beginning, this and that. I didn't understand what all that meant, but that's what I was getting, and I didn't understand all these tools. So there's tools everywhere that day. Even when I was on my way to Georgia, when my daughter was, her husband military, she was going to Georgia, to get the house and stuff ready, and she asked me to ride. Now I wanted to watch the eclipse from my yard. I got all kind of videos and pictures of the eclipse. That's what I want to do, stay home. She asked me, how can I say no? It's not like I get to go anywhere. So I went. So we drove. So we drove to Georgia, 95 to Georgia. And boy, I'm out the window trying to see this eclipse. And then I saw the eclipse, and then I waiting for the darkness to come. The darkness came, but the thing weird about it was when the darkness came, it was weird because it started raining so. I forgot. We wasn't quite. Oh, I forgot what part South Carolina we still in. But it was raining so hard. I mean, super hard. People was put on the side of the road. My daughter kept driving because they don't learn to drive in all that rain or whatever. So she driving, I'm looking. I said, well, you a pull over or what? And she went and never pulled over. So she finally pulled over. And as she pulled over, the rain started settling down. As she pulled over, we saw people ahead of her that was already pulled over on the side of the road. So she pulled over. She was only pull over maybe 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it gave me the opportunity to get out my car. I had my shades and get pictures of the eclipse behind us. And then I was just excited about the eclipse. It was weird, but it was a good. Um, it was just I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't a weirdness. It was a weirdness, but it wasn't a bad weirdness. It was like my body's opening up to some new stuff I don't understand nothing about. But this eclipse is the one that got it started. I've always been aware. I've always been conscious, but it's this eclipse coming in 2017 August that started opening me up to other things around that I wasn't aware of. So I started doing my research, started doing my reading, learning a lot. And then all this your Hillary stuff started coming. Like I was like, I don't care about Hillary. Why this information is coming? Why I gotta see this information? And just take it on my laptop. I don't care if I know it's Hillary. But anyway, I just stopped and looked at these things, looked at it, said, okay, that's why they hate Hillary. Okay, now I can go back to my regular schedule, YouTube watching what I want. So that's how all that went. But anyway, on the way to Georgia, everywhere, every gas station has $2.22, 22 gallons. I was like, everywhere there were containers, trash cans, mailboxes, houses, everything. Tools everywhere. So I knew that was the start of something. So I knew it was the beginning of something of my life as a more expanded conscious person. That's what a lot of saints today ascending in this shift to a higher consciousness. So, and now I'm understanding what that means. Doing my never ending research, knowledge. I'm just learning new stuff every single day and helping my family in the progress who thinks I'm crazy. But they're beginning to see, yeah, mama ain't crazy. My mama tell you come true. My son said, okay, mama. My other daughter, like, she thinking now. Then I got two more. They got to come up out of it. They got to get away from it. They got to unplug from the matrix. I've been unplugged from the matrix since 2017. They got to get unplugged from the matrix. And I'm here to help them if they call me, whatever. I'm here to help them. I always give thousands or more information than they ask for. But they need it. Then I keep reiterating it. Anyway, that's how that got started. With all of that said, ADOS, Black Americans, African Americans, we have got to identify ourselves because in the beginning we were considered African Americans. We were considered Negroes, same word, colored people, whatever. Then Jesse Jackson comes along with the African American. I didn't understand where that comes from. I said, I'm not African American, I'm black. I would not be called African American. I don't know what that is. So I did a research on it some years ago. Ah, okay. That's why we African American. Oh, great idea. Okay, now I embrace it. So as we embrace African American, boom, 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 boom. This particular culture want to call us. What do they want to call us? It's not what they want to call us. It's what they want to call every dark-skinned person on the planet who wants to come to America as free people and get all the resources and leave a small group of people that no matter what goes down, this particular group gets nothing but it's called lazy and whatever. Always want a handout. But this small group of people are the one that's working. They're the one that's doing all the work. They're the one that's doing all the building. But it's amazing how a group of people doing all the building, doing all the work, while everybody sit up on their butt and turn money over and over and over and over and over into trillions. But it's a little small group of people sitting down here working like a dog, dying, getting sick, not getting nothing from it. So it's time for this small group of people to get up and start doing something. Now that we're up and doing something, I see all over YouTube, oh, ADOS this. It's the craziest thing is ADOS attacks all of the immigrants. I don't see ADOS attacking nobody. What I do see is black immigrants. I will say immigrants of all races, black, Hispanics, Latino, Mexicans, white, non-black, whatever, attacking ADOS and saying we are attacked. That's like you comes over and punches me in my face and say, okay, ADOS, why did you punch me in my face? My nose the one bleeding. My eye the one shut, black, lip pouring blood. But you looking at me saying, why did I hit you? That's what ADOS get every day. And that's crazy. Anyway, it is time for ADOS to stop voting. ADOS is not about no Trump support. So I couldn't understand the Trump thing. But then at the conference, they asked Yvette, and Yvette explained it well. I said, oh, now I see. Because I'm not getting out there voting for no Trump. Now she says, I wonder how she said you vote Democrat. My thing was Adolf's creating their own political party. But she said, we're going to stay Democrat and we're going to vote Democrat. Okay, how's that? Then she explained it. Now it makes sense. There's only two things on there to vote for, Republican and Democrat. And then you got this your green and independent. So we're not going to go out there and create another one. That makes sense to me now. What we going to do? You'll go to the polls. You look on the polls, see if anybody now in my town. I see a couple of people I would vote for. My cousin, he's my husband's cousin, but he running for office, and then my cousin's husband. I don't call it names, but these are the two people I see in my town that I can vote for. Now I will say Jim Clyburn. Now back in we was in the church. Clyburn came to the church. I think in the 90s, Clyburn came to the church, and he pitched that to us, and all the church got together and voted him in. So I know how Clyburn get in. So I'm not gonna say who I'm gonna vote for, but there's two people in my town that I can get behind. One is my husband's cousin, and my cousin's husband. These are the two. If they're on that ballot, I will be voting for them. But I won't be voting for anything else. Like this thing with, let me talk about this thing with opportunity zone. Okay, opportunity zone sounds like a good thing because when I heard it, Jim Scott, whatever his name is, Tim Scott, and Trump get together and do this opportunity thing for South Carolina. I'm like, okay, it sounds good. Then I didn't have done a lot of research on it because I just have a feeling that opportunity zones ain't a great thing. Why? I don't know. But then at the ADOS conference, this lady, something or Harris, she gets up there and explains things from, I think, Vince Bernanke, way back before Bush. He got this stuff in place. I said, oh, now I know where opportunity zones come in. And opportunity zones I feel, is designed to build up the poor ADOS community, give them opportunities, bring these opportunities into the neighborhood, and then in 25 years from now, do what they do best. Set it up where they lose everything, which is what they're trying to do here. But it's not going to happen because I know how they do regentrification. Particular culture is moving back into the neighborhood. Now taxes are going up. We pay our taxes. We can pay our taxes. But they got other ways of getting you. Other ways of get you through insurance. Jacking your insurance up is another thing. They set you up where they deny you insurance on your property. And make you go through all the steps you can't get it. And then they come around and say, you gotta have insurance. Since you're not putting insurance on your house, and they know that, say, yeah, we understand that what they're doing. But then you turn around and drop insurance on it, and then you add it to it. I know what they're doing. I know exactly what they're doing. I'm a very conscious, aware person. I may not know what you're doing at first, but I know something ain't right, and I go do my research, and then I go call the insurance people, whatever, because insurance is going down. Insurance is going to crash, just like the mortgage company crashed in 2000. Insurance is going to crash. I think insurance crashed in too, but it's the medical healthcare pharmaceutical that's crashing this time. And they going down. Because all their money comes from keeping people sick. I'm got my physical issues, mobility issues, but I'm not sick with diabetes, high blood pressure. Now, glaucoma, I can still see out my eyes, but the cataract has taken over one eye. I had surgery on, and so I'm blind in that eye. And insurance doesn't want to pay for the cataract. Husband thought it was crazy when I was telling him why I had such a hard time getting this cataract done on my eye, so now I'm blind in the eye. Until he had to have cataract on both his eyes. He just had it done a few weeks ago. And now what happened? He don't pay all of this. You paying insurance now. So you got to pay this out of pocket. He paid this out of pocket. Insurance come in. Not only does insurance come in, the insurance not even paying the deductible that was covered, that's already covered. So they got him paying all this out of pocket. So insurance ain't pay for nothing. So my thing is, why you buying insurance and it pays absolutely nothing? But so the deductible went from $800 to $8,000 out of pocket before they pay anything. It's crazy. You got to be all kind of sick, and I ain't trying to be that kind of sick. So I'm healthy. I can get around, move around my yard, like I want. I still have these balance issues where I be falling out the door and stumbling because I'm blind in one eye, walking into stuff. But I'm home and I'm good. But anyway, ADOS should go. We should go. We should vote because we should get up our butt. Like Yvette said, I was on Yvette Live last night, and I've been on Yvette Live since 2017. And she was on there with Irie, whatever his name is, and now she's gotten to this place here. Now I've been there in that chat, giving my opinion, suggesting, talking. And in that chat one time, I don't know who the moderators was. They wanted to block me out. I'm like, okay, I don't know what you think about it. I help. I know for a fact my point of view, perspective in that chat 2017 is what helped Yvette and Tone get here. I know that for a fact. And it's the fact that they was under the illusion that Obama, what was it? Because we didn't have ADOS word back then. Obama was, he's African American, but Obama called himself an immigrant. He said we immigrant in the speech, and Yvette made the point that Obama lied about he was immigrant. And I said in the comment section, I said Obama didn't lie. Obama is an immigrant just like he said, because Obama mama grandparents came over here to Kansas. Then Obama grandmama knows they had Obama mama in Kansas, got rid of Obama book, and then they moved to Hawaii. And then Obama mama got with Kenyan, not a Kenyan immigrant, no, but a full-blooded Kenyan that was a visa over here, went to school and get education that ADOS, they claim ADOS don't want. So then he goes back, whatever. Now, I said in that sense, Obama telling the truth. Difference is Obama is addressing all of the immigrants, whether they're black, white, Hispanic, Mexican, Latino, Puerto Rican, it does not matter. They are all immigrants. And he did not lie, because that's what his lecture, speech, whatever was centered around. And I did say so that's who Obama addressed it. So what Obama didn't do was address his wife and children. He wasn't addressing them because they are African Americans from here. He's not. He's African American immigrant. His wife and his children are African American. So now, and we all, it's just everybody, just that we little people down here who has no voice get lost. And so that's how ADOS came about. We need to identify ourselves. And we got that because you got the Nigerian got their own group. They don't allow ADOS in. They got the you got Nigerians, you got the Jamaicans, the Haitians. Oh, this guy on Donis Amir. This guy, he putting all this porn out there, and I appreciate that because now I understand where where these immigrants coming from. This Haitian guy, he just says all these insulting things, and because and then there's a guy on there, there's an ADOS on there called Thor, Lamage, and Thor. Thor is ADOS. Now, I'm in the comment section. I'm just talking, commenting on everything everybody's saying, just like I did on the vet channel, whatever. So I'm just commenting, and people asking me questions. I'm like, first of all, I don't know what the person like. I guess the person was trying to engage me in some kind of weird kind of debate. I didn't understand the question because I'm basically responding to what people are saying. And if you want to come and engage me back with what you're saying based on what I say, then I can understand that. I can see that. But you come and throwing some crazy stuff out of left field, what I call gaslighting. I'm just finding out what gaslighting is. Just I did all that research. Now I fully understand gaslighting. When I understand a word, I appreciate being able to use it in the context of what I'm saying. So now I understand gaslighting. So now they're saying all this stuff. Talking about, oh, ADOS is crybaby. ADOS is whining. Nobody is whining. What Thor was doing was directly engaging Lamage with what he's saying. And it's trying to bully somebody into yes or no. But you're not going to answer no question. But you're going to bully us into yes or no. ADOS is like this. We're not being bullied no more. We're not listening to you. We don't want to hear it. You want answers, we will explain it to you. You said it makes no sense and start ridiculing. We don't care. It's like the little boy, the 14-year-old boy. I just saw this on Lisa Cabrera about this woman. This boy dropped the chewing gum wrap on the ground. And before he could pick it up, and people do this, telling him to pick it up. I'm like, I was going to pick it up. People know when you could do something, but they want to get up in there and tell you what to do. Pick it up. I'm like, yeah, who think talking to? I was going to pick it. I say pick it up. I'm getting ready to. I say pick it up. I can't stand that. My dad used to do that. He was driving me crazy. I was like, oh my god, he was driving me crazy with that. But that's digress. That's another word I finally understand. Digress. So digress. So he's looking at her. She's telling him, get down on your knees and pick it up. The boy looking at him like, calling him the N word, get down on your knees and pick it up. Tell it your boy, tell it. The boy just look at her. And what most teenagers do, respectful teenagers that was apparently raised by single mothers, a lot of raised by single mothers, the children got, a lot of kids got respect. And this single mother got some issues, like some single mothers that black men on YouTube love to complain about black women this, black women that. As if all black women are like that. Okay, they need to identify who is who instead of saying black women. And when black women come on there and you try to engage with, they'll say your black women that not like that, and you gonna say, "Oh, don't come on my channel with that." I'll oblige you. Bleep. I will unsubscribe from me because if you don't want to hear nothing positive about black women to hear, but there's certain black women you can't do nothing with. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. But then again, as Adolf, we can't throw them away. We still got to consciously get in a place where our this positivity and love among adults is that they can feel it and then they can come in and change from there. But anyway, I lost my thought while I was saying getting up on that. Yeah. So you come in and tell Adolf, you're a hater, you're attacking immigrants. I don't see Adolf is on their channel talking what they want to talk. Yeah, we talking about people. about what people do, about the conditions and what's happening and this and that, trying to understand why is ADOS in this condition. It can't be because ADOS is lazy, because I'm an ADOS and I'm not lazy. Every ADOS I know are hardworking people, so how they get to be lazy? How is it from what I'm seeing, people think ADOS are lazy? What made them think that? Okay, I understand the voting thing, you don't vote. But we didn't see a need to vote. ADOS didn't understand voting. It's not like it was brought to them. But Obama opened the eyes of a lot of ADOS because the black Americans that do vote, they was delusional. They got not delusional. They became, well, you know what I'm trying to say, because of what ADOS actually got from the Obama administration. Now, Pharaoh said that they came together and they got Obama there. That was a great thing. I wasn't aware of it or nothing because they're in Chicago. So listening to his, I appreciate the channel because I gained insight into Obama. And to me, Obama is that era for the silent generation, which is my mother, young silent generation, and on back, I think from in the wartime and before that. That's a silent generation. Now, Obama was there for them because when Obama ran for president, everybody and their great grandma came out to vote. Grandma couldn't walk, grandma couldn't see, or grandma was at the polls in a wheelchair, and great granddaughter had her there vote. So that came out for Obama. So we already know black people, adults can come out and vote. So now Obama had his 8 years, and now hmm, Obama had his 8 years, and now Trump comes in. So because nobody liked Hillary, I didn't understand it then, but I understand now. And nobody liked Hillary, and I understand why. And Trump got in. Now with Trump getting in, Adolf's eyes are open even more. Okay, who put Trump in the chair? Not Adolf, because Adolf didn't come out and vote. A lot of black Americans didn't come out and vote. But what I understand, black men came out and voted for Trump. And I know this because my brother-in-law said he voted for Trump. And my husband like, why? And he explained it. We're like, oh, okay, now we see why black men voted for Trump. But as we see, it was majority. We couldn't find out this feminist group that black women need to just disengage from and have nothing to do with ever. They're the ones with the way you call it, a little pussy hat on their head, whatever you want to call it, came out and voted Trump in. But you want to blame ADOS, black Americans, talking about, oh, because y'all did not vote, that means y'all voted Trump in. That's a psychological mind game, and I'm not falling for it. We had to sit back and see and just see what is going on. And now that we didn't vote, we sat back, we looked and see. Before we wasn't voting, we were just going around live. But this time we didn't vote. We sit back and watch what is going on, what we need to do. We don't need to be duped because we've been duped 50 years. Democrat, Republicans, they all the same. We're duped by Democrats. So now we say, okay, now we figuring it out. This is not something that's all laid out. We figuring it out as we go. God is sending the information to us. God is enlightening us. He's giving us information. We are seeing, our eyes are opening. He's there helping us. So God always been there. Now he's intervening. And ADOS is going to take care of ADOS. Everybody say put yourself up by your own bootstrap. Yeah, you can pull some bootstrap. You ain't got a boot. You don't even got shoes. What you got? Um rags tied on your foot for shoe. How you can pull yourself up by you pull your foot up by the scraps of your rags that you're walking in the cotton fields in the not born in the cotton fields. My mama picked cotton. I slept on her sack. and she picked cotton. Me and my little sister. I was 6 years old when the cotton gin came in the field. Ain't tell nobody nothing. Just gonna all the black people standing on the side of the field watching the cotton gin in the field. The, that particular coach had no, and it just, I don't gotta tell them, just bring them there. Just go home. What black people do? Went home and survived. A lot of them clean houses, work in stores, just whatever job was there. Then in the fields doing the farming, the cucumbers and the tobacco and um, I picked as a teenager cucumbers, potatoes, okras, string beans, tomatoes, every vegetable in the garden. I didn't really do the strawberries. I was supposed to do the strawberries, but we never got to the strawberry field. I guess it's gonna have certain people want to do strawberries. So I grew up with all of that. The pack house stringing tobacco, taking off the back. I love stringing that tobacco and taking that back off that stick. Man, I'm like a 12, 13-year old. Man, I work just as hard as my mamas and the grandmamas out there. But they only want to pay me $2.50. Not only did I work harder than all the people who stand around and talk, I strained more tobacco and I took off more uh take the back off stick in the pack house. But they give me $2 for me and my sister $2.50 a piece. Give us a little $5 bill, split to a 50 cent a piece. I tell my daddy, I said, I want my $25. I said, everybody get $25. They said, well, y'all are children. I do not care. I want my $25. You get them grown people. I string 100 and something sticks. They only string like 50. I don't care. I want my money. So my dad told my dad and me, my sister, he said, we not want to go back. We was working for the other culture and we worked for the black culture people. The other culture paid you. But they always had the black culture as the supervisor or whatever. And they're the one that don't want to pay you. So he got his own farm, individual little farm, and a lot of them did. And we worked for him, a sole black culture person. And he pays me $2.50. The other culture paid me $15. You pay me $2.50? Are you crazy? I tell my dad in there. We don't want to go back. He gives us $2.50. My dad was like, oh, okay. So we didn't go back. The man comes to my dad's house, talking about, is you gonna let your kids work? My daddy said they don't want to work. He said, well, they say they worked hard. He said than me, most of them say we made more money than we work harder and did more work than the older people, and they gave everybody $25 and only gave me and my little sister be a year, 2 months to the date apart, $2.50 a piece. And we were highly mad. See, back then, I told you, I was conscious back then. I was aware back then. My little sister, I was aware. It was just me and her. We had to been somewhere around 12, 8, well, it was before we became a woman and saw ourselves in a certain way. She started early. I'm a late bloomer, 16, 18. Before my little sister, 10. So they can see how young we was. So it was before all of that. He don't want to pay me. He give $2.50. So my daddy said, well, he said, well, you pay her. He said, you paid him. He said, you gave him $2.50. He said, well, they're children. My daddy said, if you want them to work for you, I suggest you pay him. If he would have just give us $5 a piece, I would have been mad, but I would have like, But $2.50, I don't care. And now that was back in the 70s because I came out of high school 79, and that was back in the early 70s, if not the late 60s. I'm not gonna see what these people bragging about their little bit of money. And you gonna have No, I was never in grown people business, but I was always aware. I was always conscious, and I knew when stuff wasn't right. And we work for other people of the black culture. Then when I don't want to pay, and I don't know why, whatever. I guess they're trying to do whatever. I don't care. But you want to pay me, so we in the cucumber field, we getting $25 a bucket, 50 cents a bucket. Then they go down to 45 cents a bucket. They say, well, the other coaches didn't pay them but a certain amount, so we got to get less. I told the girl, 'cause her daddy was over everything. He was big with that the other guy that paid 250 cents, it was his farm and all of his. But this other guy, he was working for the other culture, and then they paid him, and then they pay us. Okay, no problem with that. You're not gonna give me. You're supposed to get 50 cents a bucket. And my sister was a fast cucumber bucket picker. She a little old thing to this day. That girl could run circles around me. I'm the oldest, and would literally pass out in the field, trying to catch my breath, crawling to the end of the field, laying down in the shade because I'm trying to keep up with my little sister who ain't nothing but a little teeny bit. I was a teeny bit too, but she was a short teeny bit. I think she's like 4'9" now. I was 5 even, and my spine stretched out a little bit more, so now I'm 5'2". She's still 5'9". But we were tiny little. We weren't malnutrition, but we was, because my mom made sure we ate. But we were just tiny little, skinny little, poor little babies. And I just saw her brother the other day. He got mad at me, but I really don't care. How you get mad at me? Because I just had my teeth pulled out. I can't talk, blood running out my mouth. I'm in there trying to get a napkin, and get some pain medicine and some stuff for my mouth. And you get mad because I can't talk to you. But my husband talking to you, and you mad because you don't want to talk to him. I'm like, dude, bye. He's the little brother. It was his dad that was the one I'm talking about now. I just saw him yesterday. Oh, he walking by. He ain't speaking to me yet, like he ain't see me. Dude, if you don't know me, ask your sister. I don't care. It don't matter. Because his oldest sister is the one that I'm talking about. Well, she's saying we only going to get like 25 cents a bucket. I looked back at her. I say, what 25 cents? I said, I say, no. You ever getting this one? I'm getting my 50 cents a bucket. She said, she looked at me. She said, okay, you get yours, but don't say nothing because we got to pay her yet because the man want to give us half. I said, okay, don't get mine. I don't care. I got my 50 cents a bucket. I don't know what my sister got. But I got my 50 cents a bucket. Everybody got their little 25 cents a bucket going on to 15 cents a bucket. And they were doing this because they had them Mexicans who supposed to be the hardest worker who built this place coming into the fields and taking over and fighting with our men, fighting over picky cucumber. There comes in there fighting. So they send the ladies home. We just left the field. And that's how come when this Asian guy, who's an immigrant here because his mom and dad are not even, they're on visas here, they got businesses here, she's an ankle baby. He gonna tell me Mexicans are the hardest working people. I'm like, really? I said, you ain't talking to me. I said, baby boomer's still here. I said, I was in the fields when the Mexicans came. I was in the fields when they came over here on boats. I was here. I know. They're not the hardest worker. They came in and take over. And now they're trying to replace ADOS again. It's not going to happen. 50 years later, the ancestors say, it's time. This about to wipe y'all off the face of the earth. It's time. They're going to replace y'all with this opportunity zone things. What is called end of inflation. End of inflation sounds like a good thing. But is it a good thing for African American ADOS? Black American ADOS? Is it a good thing for them? That's still something that I'm checking. That's information that's vaguely and new right now. Because information we learn at the convention is stuff that never ever entered my mind. But once this Jamaican immigrant lady who's an ally with us came and gave us all the information now, okay, that's how come ADOS where we are. It's not because we lazy. Okay. So now that we see what's going on, now we got something to work with. And our goal is not to go out there and take the other culture money. And like one of the other culture that was there, and I mean everybody that considers themselves not to be black, was an immigrant or not. The other culture there, he came and explained it. I like, oh, and he said the only way for this to be solved is wealth transfer. And he explained it. Eyes wide open makes plenty sense. Okay, that's what the other culture over there need to do. But the black culture over here, what we need to do now? The Obama government, when Vera said that they got Obama in the chair, they put somebody there. They put Obama there. So they'll say, who we gonna put there for president? I look at it like this. Black Americans already put Obama there. This is what happened. So why should ADOS group that's identifying and separating themselves like the Nigerians and Jamaicans have separated themselves in America, why should we compile money and put somebody there? No. Black Americans already put Obama there. ADOS is a group of people amongst the black Americans. We gonna come up, put money here, and put somebody there? No. Like Yvette say, we already got a structure, and nobody saw it. She say it's Project Takeover, NAACP. We going to put ADOS in place. Urban, whatever these people is. I don't fully understand them, but she talked a little bit about them. Now I understand them a little bit. I had to research to understand them even more. They sold out to Comcast or something that she said, because like she said, Project Takeover. Takeover is not we coming in and storming nothing like these these people are like this. Amar say we like Donnie Samir say, oh you're gonna take a flag and you're gonna stone the White House. Stone the White House. Who storms the White House? Didn't the Muslims who already did that? Didn't the NOI already storm the White House? What got done? Eh, why would we do that? We don't gotta storm nothing. All we gotta do is live where we at and put people in place. Like she said, black churches. If you want to buy airplanes and fly around the world and get your wife Lamborghinis and all kind of things, private planes, all we got to do is boot you out. And the one thing she said that make absolute sense. We booting you out, not the money. The money stays. Yeah, and go. You know why? Because it's our money. We are the ones that's funding you. All we gotta do is just not fund you. Keep our money in our bank account and fund who has a black agenda. White House agenda. Not just a black immigrant agenda or LGBT agenda. LBGTQ. And I heard they got a plus a P. She said, what does that mean? I know what it means. Uh, other cultural agenda, Hispanic agenda, Mexican agenda, Latino agenda, Afro Latino agenda, everybody, darker agenda. Everybody has an agenda, but black culture don't have an agenda. And I'm using the words black culture and other culture because I'm tired of these overrated words. Oh, black people, black immigrants, oh, white people, white Latino, white whatever. There's black culture and there's white culture because there are black people that are a part of this other culture that live very well. Those Yvette and Tone called the Boule, called the gatekeepers, and Yvette says the gate is wide open. It's wide open because we have not taken up, we have exposed the gatekeepers. They've been exposed. So anyway, that's my take on this testing of my new PC camera and my thoughts on ADOS. Should we vote? Why we should vote? And I will see you on the next video or live. Now that I've gotten through this and I got it figured out, it took me a while. I got it figured out. I will probably be back to do another live. I don't know how I'm doing it because I'm not much of a live person, but I can get into it. But I'm more of recorded videos. I like my silent videos because I can just do a title and just give the thought perspective that I'm having and want to share without talking. So I do like a little, since it has to be 25 minutes to do the end screen and stuff like that. So I do 27 or more silent video, and then I craft my title to the thumbnail or what the thought that I want the person to see. Because sometimes when you're talking, you don't express yourself as well when you just talking sometimes. At least I know I don't. Some people express themselves very well. My words get twisted. It get turned backwards. I'm saying the opposite of what I'm thinking out of my mouth. So sometimes if I'm in that feeling, I just want to do a silent video and do a title. And that's it for this video. And check out my new channel called Newport Community. It is a site because I'm a founder and developer of a website called neoport.com. We are in the process of I think it's like 12 years later. I think it's 12 years in, I'm not sure. But anyway, we are talking, doing some changes, talking among ourselves. Though that was originally there since 2007. I came in 2008. It was a fairly new, and we have been developing that. Now we redeveloped it. We relaunched it about 8 years ago after Harbor crash. We relaunched it, and now it's better. And now we are back again, talking, seeing what we need to do, what we want to do. And they got the thing among us, are we active or inactive and all of that. So they got all that going on at the site. And so now it was came to me about doing a YouTube page for the site. Like they already got a Facebook page. And the owner of the site, they're posting poems. It's lovely how they're doing that. And they want to do a YouTube thing. So I don't really know what I'm doing as far as that because I got an idea how it's supposed to go. But the guy that brought it to me was like a mediator between me and the owner. Kind of annoyed me because I don't play games. I'm a serious person. So if it's a certain way we do it, that way we do it together. But if I'm not in the loop in the proper way, then I get confused. Things get mixed up. And people like, this woman is crazy. So now, from that, I just went on, took a page that I already had, and just making it and just doing this and got it started. So now, if you want to come in and get it the way you want it, as far as how it syncs with the site, that'll be good. But if not, I'm just going to add to it as I feel good about adding to it and doing this and doing that. If it comes to me, I do that. So that's what the Newport community is all about. It's pre-recorded spoken poetry, pre-recorded, and all I do is upload it to the site, and it gets featured for a week. But right now, I'm just saying a week. Once everybody come in and want to start working with it, then it'll probably change it. Whatever. Right now, it's just me figuring it out on my own. Getting it started. It started. So if they want to come in and do it and get it popping like the Facebook one, that'll be great. But anyway, you can hit the subscribe button like the video. I'm going to probably be changing the title from testing to what I talked about, or I may still let it be testing and add what I talked about in it. Because this is the first video where I'm comfortable doing the live. But anyway, I will see you on the next video, and bye.